Welcome back at the D3Hoops.com Classic here in the South Point Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Pat Coleman, and I'm joined by Thad McCracken, the head men's basketball coach of Hendrix. And first of all, welcome to Vegas.
Hey, thanks, Pat. I appreciate it. This is a first-class event, and we're excited to be a part of it.
Well, we're glad you guys made the trip out. Tell us about, obviously, conference play hasn't really started very much yet, but tell us about the Southern Athletic Association.
Yeah, we're excited about the new league. I think it's going to be a very good basketball league. Coach Mason at Center's got a strong program, and I reserve the word program for a lot of places, but he's got a program. They're good year in and year out. They play the same way. He's got tough guys, hard-nosed guys. They always guard. Chris has a great team at Birmingham. A lot of great players, and I like the way they play. Bubba's got it going at Sewanee. Coach Wise has been good at Millsaps. Mike DeGeorge really has it going at Rhodes now. Phillips off to a great start at Oglethorpe, and I'm excited to see what Barry has in store for the league. So I'm excited. It's a good basketball league. It'll be great competition every night, I think.
Yeah, and what's it like knowing for the next 2 years you guys have to compete for Pool B bids and not have an automatic bid to shoot for?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's part of it. I think it helps with Maryville and some of those schools, some of the California schools finding leagues finally. I think that helps open things up. I don't want to say we're confident that a team from our league will get in anyway, but we're hoping so.
It's a league. You mentioned, of course, Birmingham Southern's a kind of a young up-and-coming program. You guys have had a kind of a back-and-forth season yourselves. What's it like? You're not quite getting into a rhythm yet?
No, we're incredibly young. We start two sophomores and a freshman. And then we bring nothing but freshmen off the bench. So it's just a really young team. We're trying to figure things out. Our trouble tonight was we weren't able to sustain discipline. And Hiram did a good job of that. They played with discipline throughout the game, continued to work offensively and defensively and stick with the game plan. And we got away from it from a stretch there and got down by as many as 10. And ultimately that was the difference in the game. So just battling with younger guys. But I like how hard we work, and I like my guys. And I think our future's bright. At least I hope it is.
7 freshmen, if I remember correctly. If I remember the roster, only 2 guys from the state of Arkansas. Is that right?
Yeah, 10 freshmen, and I think we have 3 Arkansas guys.
All right,
Colton Prim, Luke Vance, and Jordan Barrett. Recruiting's tricky at Hendrix. I say we're an oxymoron a little bit. We're one of the top academic schools in the country and one of the worst academic states. So it's hard for us to find guys within our state to really recruit. Dallas is 5 hours away from campus and has been really good to us. That's where the bulk of our roster is from. Okay. And we really dip into Houston and Central Texas as well. And got a guy from Colorado, a guy from Oregon, a guy from Hawaii now too. So the Hendrix name is starting to get out there, not necessarily athletically yet, but certainly academically with respect to national recognition.
Well, and in addition, you're in a part of the country where Division III is not necessarily a brand name, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in a scholarship state, I call it. Everyone's really searching for that scholarship. There's not that many Division Is, but there's a ton of Division IIs and good Division II programs. And of course, they get a lot of recognition, and people don't understand the Division III model. And they certainly respect Hendrix and our academic reputation, but they don't understand Division III sports. And it's kind of depressing to me. I hope that we can kind of change that. I hope people will come out and watch all of our sports teams play and get a better understanding, and I think they can relate to our players a little bit better. So I hope that changes.
Have you and the guys done any Vegas-y type stuff since you've been here?
No. I don't know. That's a good question. We've had a lot of families. We've had a lot of families that have come out and traveled, and we've tried to let our guys kind of sightsee and do their own thing with their families. Okay. As a group, we haven't gone out and done anything. We're going to maybe try to do something tomorrow morning. See a little bit and show them around. A lot of our guys have been out here. A lot of the Western states AAU programs play in Vegas every summer. So got a lot of guys, it's not their first time, but a few that have, and we want to show them around. And again, this is a wonderful event, a wonderful chance to do that.
And you're pretty active in the Division III coaches group within the NABC. What's the priority for you guys coming into this season?
It's growth. We want to really try and get the Division III name out there. I think a lot of people, when you mention the schools in Division III, people are familiar with the schools, not so much with the athletic programs. Right. So we want to really kind of brand Division III basketball. I think it's a marketable deal, and I think the average fan can relate to it. It's sometimes it's basketball below the rim. but it's old school basketball, and I think it's a brand that a lot of people can relate to.
Do you think Division III coaches will still come to Salem this year with the fact that the championship itself will be played in Atlanta, where a lot of coaches are already going?
You know, I don't know. I think it depends on how the schools fund their travel, professional development. But I hope so. You know, Paige does a great job, and you know, it's an exciting event. We're all excited to be with the Division II and Division I national champions at the Final Four in Atlanta. But we like Salem an awful lot too, and we hope that some coaches will kind of double dip, so to speak.
This is Thad McCracken, the head men's basketball coach at Hendrix, here at the D3Hoops.com Classic in Las Vegas, and we'll have more interviews as the weekend continues.